I got the moves. I got the moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move. You gotta make the city move. Like, whoa. I make the city move. I got the move.
The Houston Rockets are going on an incredible playoff run, and as a Houston fan, I'm loving every moment of it. But there is still a big question surrounding this team and its future, so I'll be going over that in today's video. But before we start, I need you guys to go watch my last video on the 76ers if you haven't already. I put a lot of effort into it and I think it deserves more, so check it out now or after the video. That would mean a lot. If you are new and enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe for more NBA content. But with that being said, let's talk about the Houston Rockets. As of when writing the script, the Houston Rockets vs Golden State Warriors series is tied at 1-1, but when this video is released, it should be after Game 3. The Rockets were blown out in Game 1, but returned the favour and blew out the Warriors in Game 2. But after looking at this series intensely so far, I'm finding it very difficult to say that the Rockets can win this series. The Warriors seemed very dominant in Game 1, and in Game 2, there were aspects of that game where the Warriors were just levels above Houston's play. So that brings me to the biggest question for the Houston Rockets. Do they need help? Before answering this, we need to ask, if they do need help, who are they going to target? I think there are only two main names who they should try get to help overcome the Warriors and win a championship, and that is LeBron James and Paul George. The Rockets have a great backcourt and Clint Capella is an amazing frontcourt player, but they need a good wing player too. LeBron James and Paul George will fit that role really well and probably won't affect the team negatively. Now that we know who they should target, we can really justify whether they need help. Why? Because if the Rockets really want to sign either of these two players to a big contract to keep them long term, then they'll have to free up cap space. This means Houston are going to have to make some trades this offseason. But who will they need to trade in order to get these players? First of all, they definitely need to get rid of Ryan Anderson's contract. For someone of his talent, he is 100% not worth his massive contract of about $20 million. Yes, $20 million, so they'll have to dump him as soon as possible. This trade wouldn't be such a big loss, though Anderson is a great spot-up shooter and a pretty decent defender. I'd take PG or LeBron over him any day. The next player Houston may need to trade to get these stars on free agency is Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon has been averaging 18 points and shot 43% from the field this season and would be a valuable piece to any team. Right now, he is playing a very significant role in the Houston Rockets, coming off the bench, and he provides the spark that can bring the Rockets back into the game. But unfortunately for the Rockets, he may need to be traded for another star to be added to the team via free agency. His $12 million contract is well deserved, but it will hold the Rockets back in signing a star free agent. This would be a big loss for the Rockets, as Gordon is a 6th Man of the Year candidate. So would it be worth it for the Rockets to try get help? Looking at who they'd get, it looks like an obvious answer, but the trades I mentioned would cut down their depth a whole lot, and it may end up being a disadvantage against the Warriors, as Golden State are one of the deepest teams in the NBA. If they go after one of these two stars I mentioned, then they are losing out on a 6th Man of the Year and an amazing shooter who fits into their offensive system so well. But right now, the Rockets don't seem like enough with only 2 stars, and as we know, in today's league you need more than 2 to be a threat to a team like the Warriors. The Rockets are good, very good, with their current team, but they can be better, and getting LeBron James or Paul George will help that happen. But I'm not in Houston's front office right now, so I can't answer this question. I think the Rockets will find their answer though after this series is completed. If they win, then maybe they don't need help, but if they lose, then I think it's time to look for some. It's a big question for them to answer, and it may determine the team's future, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. But what do you guys think? Should Houston go after a star player or leave the team as it is? Let me know in the comments below. I know reports came out saying that Houston won't target LeBron, but I think this is still a discussion that I needed to have with you guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 5K by the end of the year. But with that being said, I am out. Peace.
Yeah, hit it from the back, watch a nigga bless you. Yeah, crying in my arms like a nigga wrecked you. Talking about a broken heart, running to the restroom. Yeah, look at my mama chick like we rich. Look at my bitch like we rich. Say we ain't got no money, said best. Counting all that money, told that nigga just the best.